People often say the earth beneath our feet is just dry, barren rock. But to me, the earth has a soul and a breath of its own. This morning, before the mist had even lifted from the fir forests, I carried my basket up the mountain, searching for veins of gray clay deep within the stream's slopes. It's best to go early, while the earth is still damp with dew, for that's when it's most pliable and sweet. When my hands touched the cool clay, it felt like touching the very flesh of the forest. My fingers dug deep, getting stained with mud, but my heart felt pure and peaceful. I brought the earth back and molded it with both my bare feet and small hands. You know, earth is like us. It needs to be refined, to be kneaded thoroughly to remove impurities, to become pliable and resilient. Sitting at the wooden potter's wheel, watching the formless mass of earth gradually take the shape of a bowl or a jar under my hands, I felt as if I was giving the earth a new life. Each fingerprint I leave on the wet pottery is a message, a thank you to Mother Nature. Those rustic bowls don't need the polished sheen of glaze. Their beauty lies in their natural cracks, in the somber gray of the mountains and forests. Then at night, when the whole village has gone to sleep, I light the fire. The open-air kiln in the courtyard blazes brightly, the glowing embers soaring into the sky, mingling with the stars. The characteristic gray smoke of fresh wood mixes with the smell of fired earth, creating a magical aroma. I sit there tending the fire, watching my bowls undergo the harshest tempering process, transforming into evenly fired, brick-red pottery. The next morning, when I brush away the ashes, the clear, keen sound when I gently tap the bowl is the song of the earth after the fire's curse. I take the new pottery to the stream to wash away the dust, and then use those very bowls to cook my first fired meal. Smoke from the wood-fired stove wafted through the air, the fragrant aroma of sticky rice from the mountain fields mingling in the newly made clay pot, creating a flavor that no modern cooking utensil could ever replace. That meal was simple. Just wild bamboo shoots, stream fish, and a little seasoning from the jar I made myself, yet it tasted incredibly delicious. Eating a spoonful of rice from the bowl I made, I understood that true beauty doesn't lie in glittering things, but in the rustic simplicity, in the dirt-stained hands, and in the patience of the human heart. The earth has nourished me, given me a bowl to eat from, a jar to store my food in, and taught me the silent yet powerful dance of life.